Welcome to Deep Thought. The real resistance to power. The real resistance, I was thinking about that because let's just be real. We got like media, billionaires, talk of oligarchy out here and everything. I'm going to tell you the real resistance to any power, any movement. And it's not using guns or anything. Because anything in power, any group, anything needs you to cooperate. That's how power really works. Because if people use guns and try to get you to do something, yeah, they might be able to make you do something, and they might pass laws or do whatever. But remember, if say they use a gun, you might have a gun too. And then even then, you're still not really cooperating. For what power really needs, and people in power really needs, is people to cooperate. And yeah, they'll have laws and everything to try to make you cooperate, but then let's just be real. People will break those laws routinely. And it's not even a question of whether or not they're breaking the laws. If they think they can get away with something, people will do it. See, real power wants people to cooperate, wants people to do stuff. Like in different religions and something, there are power dynamics there to try to get you to do something. Because let's put it like this. The only way the few can control the many is if the many goes along with it. But the many can always stampede the few. And they know that. You know? Even, you know, there's been talk lately about oligarchy and billionaires and they doing all this. But what power does that billionaire really have? If you don't use whatever it is that's making them a billionaire, if you don't buy their product or use their platform or whatever, what power they have? They don't have power over you. The only power they have is over people who are dealing with them voluntarily. But if people say, well, you know what, I ain't gonna deal with that thing. I ain't gonna buy that product. I'm gonna boycott that product. You know? What power do they really have? Yeah, they might have money or whatever, and they might even have some influence or something. But if you decide, nah, I don't wanna be bothered. You just say no, that's the real resistance. That's the real resistance. Now see, even when people are following along the herd or following the crowd, they're making a choice to do so. But they don't have to make that choice. They don't have to. They can always say, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't wearing my clothes like that. I'm not wearing my hair like that. And you know, whenever I talk about the day's real power isn't some magic or anything that they're doing. It's people voluntarily cooperating with them. Even when you talk about the herd, the masses and everything, you know, and you know, you get the days who will put up fences and all of that. I mean, yeah, they can try, they can throw some stuff out, but you know, the people, the masses can run over those, can knock those fences down. And they know it. They know it. The days know it. But they ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna say, hey, you know, or they'll try to do something to get you to cooperate, and you still choosing. But what happens when you choose not to? When you say, no, I'm not gonna do this. You know, even when they try to force you along, you're just like, no, I ain't gonna do it. What you gonna do about it? Well, we could shoot you. Well, I got guns too, motherfucker. Shit. Seriously. That's what y'all think about it. Plus, you know, they ain't gonna do that because they can get fired on too. But what happens when people say, no, I ain't gonna do that. No, I ain't gonna follow along. I'm not gonna follow this trend. Yeah, everybody's doing this trend, but I'm not going along with it. What can they do? Even laws. The thing about laws that keep any law, I mean, they have force, but they have cooperation. And like I said, a lot of people ain't cooperating with any laws out here. Let's just be real with it. People cooperate just enough. Like speeding, they got speeding signs all over the place. People speeding, and some people get tickets. They just laugh it off and be speeding as soon as they get out the eyesight of that cop that just gave them a ticket. In fact, sometimes people be helping each other out. You ever be driving along, like say that ticket thing, people be driving along, or you ever be driving along and all of a sudden you got a car coming towards you and they flash their lights a certain way? You automatically know there's a cop down the road and you know to slow down. Shoot, that's a form of resistance right there. You're not cooperating. They can't get a ticket because, well, they don't have anything. You're not breaking the law when you pass them anyway, right? But you're making a choice not to do that. That's the real resistance. Nobody can force you to do anything. Nobody can force you to like anybody. They can try. Nobody can force you to buy stuff. People can say, hey, you got to buy this, buy this, buy this. But if you say no, what can they do? People try to influence you, but you still have a choice. See, that's the real resistance to power. That's the real resistance. And people will see what's going on out here, like no matter what it is, and disagree with it. It's like, okay, don't support it. People complain about like corporations, making all this money. It's like, well, don't buy anything from that corporation. Why are you going in that store? You putting them in power. People complain about CEOs and making all this money and stuff. Well, you buying that product, ain't you? Is that a product you have to buy? You're making a choice to buy it. Because let's be real on that. A lot of people buying stuff they don't have to buy. They ain't forced to buy it. Yeah, there's some laws that, certain things you might have to buy, certain insurances and stuff. But shoot, some people still say no. Some people still say no. And it depends on where you are. You still have a choice. They have to, because if you get a critical mass of people saying, no, we're not going to obey this law, there's not enough police or whatever to get them to do it. There's not enough force. They have to have people cooperate with them. Or let me talk about influence. I talked about the power of sexual attraction or even a nexus influence. You still have to make a choice to be influenced by that person. No matter how sexy they are, no matter how cool they are, you have to make a choice. What type of power do they have if you decide, nah, I ain't playing along. I ain't going for this. I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to seriously think about that. That's the real resistance. Nobody has the power to like make you do whatever. That they can have all the propaganda, they can show whatever on TV, and they can try to influence you, like influence you to buy certain foods or something, But it could be something as small as you go to a movie theater, you say, hey, I ain't buying no chips or no popcorn or anything. And they ain't gonna make money. It's enough. I had to take out a small loan to get a movie tickets. You have a choice. You can resist. You can do it. Because you choosing to agree with that power. I want y'all to think about that. Think about that. Really think about that. Right? No one's that powerful. If you look at some individuals who people say, oh, they're real powerful, really look at them and ask yourself, I don't have to get anything from there. I don't have to buy something from there. I might have bought something from there convenient, but if they ain't acting right, I don't have to buy anything from there. Do I really need this product? Do I need this service or whatever? I want y'all to think about that, all right? I don't care what it is. So think on this. Anyway, y'all have a good day now, and I'll get back with y'all this weekend, all right? And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.